Hello everybody, good morning. How are you? I hope you're good. I really hope you've all had a really lovely Easter time. I hope you've had a lovely break from school and nursery, and I hope you're ready for a story today. We've got Rosie with us today, so let's say hello to Rosie. Come on Rosie, how are you? Are you good? Now look Rosie, we've lit our candle over here so we know that Jesus is with us, and now we need to sing hello to Rosie. Are you ready? Hello Rosie, hello Rosie, hello Rosie, how are you today? Are you all right? Good. Rosie, are you ready for a bit of a game this morning? Yeah, shall we start off with a bit of a game? Would you like to join in with the game as well? The game is called Do You Believe It or Doubt It? So I'm going to ask you some questions and see if you can think whether you believe whether it's true or if you doubt whether it's true. Are you ready for the first question? Are you ready? Super. Here we go. First question. Did you know that penguins can smell toothpaste from several miles away? Do you believe it or do you doubt it? Penguins can smell toothpaste from several miles away. What do you think? Oh, I don't know. That's false. That's not true. Penguins can't smell toothpaste. No. Are you ready for your next question? Here we go. Every day, on average, 20 banks are robbed. 20 banks are robbed every day. What do you think? Do you believe it or do you doubt it? What do you think? Do you believe it? Well, you're right. That one's true. Are you ready for the next question? Here we go. 50 years ago, M&Ms were sugar-coated peas because there was a shortage of chocolate. What do you think? There was a shortage of chocolate 50 years ago, so they put peas and then covered them with sugar and called them M&Ms. Do you believe it or do you doubt it? What do you think, Rosie? No? Do you think that's false? That's right. That's not true. You were right to doubt it if you doubted that. Next one. When glass breaks, when you break a glass, the crack moves faster than 3,000 miles an hour. That's really fast, isn't it? Do you doubt it? Do you believe it or do you doubt it? What do you think? Believe it or doubt it? 3,000 miles an hour. You don't believe it, do you, Rosie? Wow, that is true. I know, it's surprising, isn't it? Ready for another one? Did you know a violin contains about 70 different pieces of wood? Do you believe it or doubt it? A violin contains 70 pieces of wood. That's a lot of wood, isn't it? Lots of different pieces to make a violin. Believe it or doubt it? That one's true. That is true. Wow, that's difficult to believe. And did you know that in Japan they have square watermelons because it makes them easier to stack? Square watermelons in Japan. Do you believe it or do you doubt it? What do you think? Well, that is true. I'd have to see that to believe it, wouldn't you? That sounds very peculiar. Square watermelons. Who'd have thought that? Last one. Are you ready? Jesus rose from the dead. What do you think about that one? Do you believe it or do you doubt it? Jesus rose from the dead. Do you believe it? Or do you doubt it? I believe it. I believe it. That is true. But do you know what? It was very difficult for some people to believe that was true because it was so extraordinary. When we think about Easter, which we did last week when we celebrated Easter with our chocolate eggs and our school holidays and time with our family and friends, we remember the time when Jesus died on the cross. And his friends took the body down, and they put him in a big cave, a big tomb, and they rolled a massive stone over the front of it. And a few days later, some of Jesus's friends who are women went to the tomb to see the body. And when they got there, there was no body there, and the big stone had been rolled away. And then they saw Jesus in the garden where the tomb was, and they knew it was Jesus. And so they ran back to tell Jesus's other followers that they had seen him alive, that he was dead, and that now he was alive again. And off they ran back to tell Jesus's other followers. Now, Jesus appeared to lots of people after that. He appeared to his followers, but one special friend, one particular follower, whose name was Thomas, just couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe that Jesus was alive again. And he said to the other friends, "Do you know what? I won't believe it until I see it for myself with my own eyes." He doubted, didn't he? He didn't believe it. He doubted it, that Thomas. But then Jesus did appear to Thomas, and Thomas did see him for himself. And Thomas did touch Jesus for himself, so he really knew. He stopped doubting then. He did believe that Jesus was alive again. And he was so overcome with what he'd seen, he cried, "My Lord and my God." And Jesus said to him, "Thomas, you believe because you see me. But people who believe me and haven't seen me will be really happy." That's an amazing story, isn't it? And that teaches us that sometimes, it's all right to question things. It's okay to doubt things, because even Jesus' really close, special friends didn't believe until they had seen Jesus for themselves. And then lots of people wrote it down, and we know about that because it's all in the Bible. We can read all about it in God's special book, the Bible. Rosie, that was a fantastic story, wasn't it? I loved that. I'm going to put you down for a minute, Rosie, because now it's time for us to roll our hands and sing our quiet song before we say our prayer. I hope you're rolling your hands with us. Lovely. Running over, my cup's full and running over. Since the Lord loves me, I'm as happy as can be. My cup's full and running over. Running over, my cup's full and running over. Since the Lord loves me, I'm as happy as can be. My cup's full and running over. Are you ready for our actions with our special prayer? Let's all say it together. The love of God be with us all forevermore. Amen. Oh, thanks for joining us today. Thanks for listening to our story and joining in with our game. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. Let's say bye-bye to Rosie. Come on, Rosie. Give everybody a wave and say bye-bye. Bye-bye from Rosie and bye-bye from Marie, and we'll see you soon. Bye.